Hey guys, it's Damien from Marketing Food Online. And again, you guys, I hope we're having a wonderful day as I am. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. And if you're actually new to my channel, I wanted to throw this in really quick. If you're looking to create a food product or get a food product on the market, or even start a home-based food business, this will be the channel for you. I cover all the topics from developing food products from a recipe to store shelves and everything you would need to know in between, as well as helping those who are just starting locally. If you wanted to get into the cottage food business, this would definitely be the channel for you as well. That's how I started my business and grew it into a commercial facility. And now being online, we ship our products all over the globe. So if you need some assistance with that as well, just do let me know down below, or you can check out marketingfoodonline.com. I offer email consulting and even 1 hour phone call consulting. If you're looking to get started, I can give you a hand and let you know what you need to do. So with that being said, let me get into our video. I like to keep them short and sweet and to the point. I try to give you guys resources and information to help your process in making your food products much easier. So again, I'm back on onlinelabels.com because I had an email, which was actually kind of interesting from one of my subscribers asking about the onlinelabels.com. Of course, is a website that sells labels, but also has software that allows you to make your own. But the email, in fact, was actually about, does Online Labels do printing? Do they make the labels for you? Because you may not be very creative, or you may not have the ability to understand the software to make them yourself or print them yourself. So do they offer that service? And actually, as a matter of fact, they do. And I did wanted to cover this really quick and just give you a breakdown of how simple it's actually extremely simple. It's 3 steps to have them make a custom label for you. And you can actually upload, if you've got a logo or you've got a slogan, if you've got a trademark or something to that effect, and you want to upload it, it's very simple. So I'm going to go into it really quick and show you how they do it in the service. And of course, let me let you know right offhand, the pricing is going to vary considerably. Anywhere, it could be as low as 10 to 15 to 12 cents a label, up to 30, 40, or 50 cents, depending on a lot of factors, such as the finish on the label, the quantity you're buying, the size of the label, and all of that. It is going to be varied. So I'm not going to give you specific pricing, but I will give you an example. I'll walk you through and I will show you some example pricings. Of course, yours are going to be much different because of all of those other variables. So scrolling down, number one, you just simply select a shape. You got to just choose a shape. This is going to give you, once you choose one of these, they're going to give you hundreds of different types of ways that you can do this, as far as the surface, the quantity to buy them by, and all of that good stuff. So there's a lot of options available to you. So I'm going to go with a real simple one. Let's go with circle. Once you do that, it's going to scroll down automatically. Now, you can choose the color process. You're just simply going to go with either color or grayscale. I'm just going to stick to color. You simply choose your size. I'm going to go with a 2-inch round. And again, that's what I was mentioning. Just take a look at all of the variations here, different sizes. And then it comes to materials. You can do a glossy, matte. I'm just going to do a basic white matte for this example. Okay. Now, scroll down to the bottom. Next step is quantity and pricing. Now, this is really important. So here's what I want to talk to you about. When you print your own labels, as I always recommend in a lot of my videos, it is going to be much more inexpensive. And if you're a food startup, I know what it is like trying to fund a brand new business on my own. And I know the expenses that are involved, and I know how challenging that can be. So that's why I always recommend, as much as you can do yourself, guys, the better off you're going to be. Okay. So now this is the pricing. And what I've noticed, I've been on the site so many times, and before I actually created this video, I've actually went through here and I kind of priced out, like there's a breaking point that I would say having them print for you is the pricing is reasonable. Okay. The smaller the amount that you get up in these first couple tiers, okay, up to about 120 labels, it's going to be a little pricey, to be quite honest with you. Okay. For it to, in my opinion, for it to be cost effective, you need to be about 300, and some of them are like 250 or 200 and such. Now all of these will vary based upon however many you need. Okay. But down here, you can of course say, you know what, I need specifically 250 labels, and then they'll give you a price based on your specific amount. Okay. But you really need to be at about that 200 to 300 and higher amount to make these labels really effective as far as cost for you. Okay. I highly recommend that you do it that way, because anything below like 150 or even less than 200, just under 200, it's going to be 20, 30, 40, or 50 cents, and that's really expensive when it comes to per unit pricing for your food product. If you're working out in fairs and festivals or farmers markets locally, you got to stretch that penny out and make sure that you have a really good margin so you can stay in business, number one. But the other thing is that when you get online and you're selling hundreds or even thousands of units, or you're in a retail store, you want that label to be like around 12, 15, 20 cents maybe. I wouldn't go much higher than that. So try to take a look at it and see what would really be best for you. Okay. So the other great thing about this is there's no minimum. Okay. This is, again, a huge benefit when you're starting a food business from scratch and you're wanting to get your label on these products. You may not want to buy 3,000 labels, okay, because you don't have an order for 3,000, right? Or maybe you're online, or maybe you're with Amazon FBA, and you want to just send out a couple hundred, maybe 200 units. You don't want to buy 500 labels, because then you've got 300 labels sitting around collecting dust. And as we know, cash flow and keeping money coming in and going out is the lifeblood of your business. But if you're tying up too much money in the packaging, labeling, or anything that's not bringing in money, then that is a problem, okay? You do not want to do that. Just from a business experience and my own perspective, do not tie up hardly any monies in packaging bags or boxes that you don't really need to tie up. Try to keep it moving, keep it fluid with what you're doing, okay? You definitely want to keep that in mind. So with that being said, there's no minimum order size. So you know what? If you just need 250 or maybe just 300 labels, then get what you need, and then you can go from there, okay? Now, the other thing is, as soon as you upload and approve your label design, they start working on it and literally have these shipped between 1 to 3 days. And I've never had a bad experience with online labels. I've been dealing with them for, I think it's 8 years now, 7 or 8 years. It's been a long time. And it's always fast and quick. I personally have actually I've never actually had them make a label for me. But I wanted to bring you guys this resource in case you were just not, graphic design oriented, or you don't want to get into making them. There's always the option of having them made for you. Okay. So then next you want to upload your artwork, and let's see where this takes us. Okay. So you want to upload an artwork and choose an image. Let's do this really quick and see what we can do here. Logos. Let me just scroll down here and take a look at what we got. Here we go. Let's load this up here. Sorry about that really quick. I wanted to make that fast and quick. Take the low resolution image. Okay. Yeah, that's actually because it's one of my designs, one of my labels. So here's what we'll do. And again, this is for an example purposes. So that is your image, okay? So what you got to understand here is that this is always going to be left blank. This little perimeter around here. So that is our logo, and you can center it. You move it around, okay, right? Move it around, put it where you want. Make sure it's as centered as possible, okay? And then you're good to go. And then I won't necessarily complete an order here because I'm not going to order them, but all you do is hit continue, and then you give it the final thumbs up. You basically approve the label, and then you order from that page, which I'm not going to do at this moment because I'm not going to order them. But that is how it works. Now you can, by the way, size this. So let's say you wanted just this red exterior area without losing too much of the banner as close as possible. See, something like that? You can shrink it down, or you can enlarge it, okay? And you simply just place your logo there and you're good to go. That is it, guys. It's so simple. And as I mentioned before, it's literally 3 steps. Basically, select your shape, get the surface, the type of surface of the label you want, the material it's made from, actually is what it's called. And then you want to upload your image, and then give thumbs up on it, approval, and then figure out how many you need. That's it. Very simple. So if you guys want to check this out, again, just go to onlinelabels.com, and it's right there on the top. It'll show you how to, right here where the design templates are, and then you can simply go over to your label creation, and you're good to go. These are all of the different features that the website offers. And they even have video tutorials, by the way, which are great to help you kind of give you an inside understanding of how to make labels. And if you don't have, by the way, a logo, but you're looking for one, they have registered with them graphic designers on onlinelabels.com that can actually make a label for you. They can make a logo. So I'll keep it short and sweet as always, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if this was helped you out and gave you some assistance in understanding how to make a label and get one made for you at a very reasonable price, by the way, do give me a big thumbs up. And if there's anyone you know, as always, do share my videos. I sincerely appreciate all of you subscribers and all the feedback I get from you guys, and that helps me make videos. And